Let's thank our race car friends again. Because we were just talking about race car friends being co-pilots.
Yeah.
Guys, we can't do this without you. Listen, Bill Elkins is backstage right now. I need you guys to hit the share button because he has. It's not a new brand, but it's a rebrand of some stuff, and they're going in a amazing direction. I can't wait. I can't wait for him to tell you all this stuff. But listen, we need more people in here to see this and hear this conversation that we're going to have with him because it's going to be awesome. So, race car friends, do that right now. Hit that share button. Okay, do that for us. And we want to thank our sponsors Summit Racing, Molly Motorsports, Driven Racing Oil, Car Change 3D, Howard's Cams, Performa Built Transmissions, Sweet Patina, and Racing Junk, and our newest media sponsor, media partner, PowerTube TV, which again, you can watch this and other exclusive stuff on there after this episode airs.
Yeah, and I just gotta say, I was over at my parents' house, I don't know, a couple nights ago, and we got PowerTube TV hooked up on their Amazon Fire Stick, so they
Awesome.
can now watch everything else that's on PowerTube TV, and if they don't catch us live, they can go rewatch some of the shows on there.
Yeah. Yeah, they've really built out a great thing over there. And of course I spent the weekend with Ray from PowerTube when we were at the Sega event. It's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome down there with him. All right, and then guys, this is a gentleman's agreement. Here's the deal. We love what we do. We love doing this, but it takes time and a lot of money to do this. So we are asking for you to make a gentleman's agreement with us. You out there, you. Yeah. I'm handsy tonight, man. Do the gentleman's agreement with us. We'll keep doing this stuff, but we need you to hit that follow or subscribe button wherever you're watching this. Please do that for us. We're live on 8 different platforms right now. Please make sure that you are following so you can be caught up on all the important information that is in the Drag and Drive community. That's our gentleman's agreement. All righty. Let's bring in our guest for this evening, Mr. Bill Elkins. Oh, hang on, dude. Stay with us. There we go. How about that, sir?
There we are.
Yeah. Hey,
What's going on, guys? Thanks for having me.
oh man,
Yeah.
I'm excited. I don't know if you know this or not, but the word of the day is excited. Always is around here. But I'm excited to have you on. I'm excited to hear some of the stories you've got. You and I have spent some time together. What's funny is we spent a week in the same area, but only spent about 38 seconds together.
Yeah, I think I've seen you twice.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Well, I want you to introduce yourself, but I also want to kind of give you a little bit of a plug ahead of time. Guys, Bill is one of the hardest working dudes in all of Drag and Drive media coverage. If you don't know, he is awesome. And for a long time has been a big part of Parts Online Network, which is staying here. But Trackside Media in behind him is their new media arm that is going to be covering a ton of events. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but Bill told me the other day they're going ham on 2024. So, dude, introduce yourself. Tell them everywhere they can find you, and let's get into some of these questions.
Yeah, so I'm Bill Elkins. I've been shooting drag racing for about a little over 2 years now. Don't know if I'm the hardest working guy out there. I think a couple other guys, working just as hard. But love doing this. Yeah, like Mike said, kind of been doing this as Parts Online Network. That's how we kind of got involved. Andy owns that business over there, and he had done a few drag and drives with his parts truck. He calls it. It's an SRT 10 with a Viper motor. That is factory, contrary to what's been said. That is not
Yep.
an aftermarket. That does come in there. So kind of got started covering that. I was doing his social media, and I came from a drifting background. I shot Formula Drift for years and circle track racing and stuff like that. And kind of just came together. His love for motorsports, my love for doing the media. Like
Hmm.
no place better to me than being out on the racetrack. Uh,
Yeah.
we have the best seat in the house. Like
Yeah.
Oh
period.
yeah.
It's a lot of
That's
work, but
exactly right.
it's the best seat out there. Um,
Yeah.
so so yeah, I mean that's kind of what the last 2 years have been, just kind of building it up. We've been the six summer drag week. Unfortunately, we missed the circuit last year. That won't happen this year. We are in for that.
Yep.
But yeah, it's been a heck of a trip. And what we kind of felt like was happening was the media brand was growing so strong that Parts Online, which is the main
Yeah.
business that funds all this, which is it's parts business. We build SRT 10s, fix those there, Vipers, stuff like that. So it was kind of overshadowing everything. Like the two were mixing together, and it was like, is it a parts company? Is it a media company? We were looking at it like somebody new comes in and just hears Parts Online Network's out at the track, and like, well, okay, who are they? I look it up, and it was starting to get
Yep.
confusing. So we
Yeah.
decided, a little while ago, that we were going to kind of take it two different directions. Coming up with a name is a pain in the butt.
Yep.
I
Yep.
think you may have just gone through that a little bit
Yeah.
yourself.
Yep.
So that took a little bit of time. We wanted to kind of get everything in place, make sure everything was in order before we rolled it out, and yeah, we were kind of ready to roll it out this week, and
Yeah.
it's gonna be uphill as always with rebuilding something new, but it's
Well,
still gonna be the same. It's gonna be the same stuff.
Here's the thing, and if you've known me for a while or followed for a while, I had Narcoleptic Customs, still have Narcoleptic Customs media stuff, and that's what happened to me over there. I was literally talking about drag and drive stuff every time I got on there. Every video that came out was about it, and it just wasn't fair to those followers because we had people that wanted to see the work being done on the C10 truck that I built or me and Steven built and the cart and things like that, but it was being overshadowed by all of this drag and drive coverage. So that's where Drag Drive Repeat came, and it just like what you guys are doing, it's I think it's the right decision for the business side of stuff, and I think, dude, it's going to be so awesome for you. I think this branding of Trackside Media is an amazing name. Like that's awesome because it can
Yeah.
really cover so many different genres, which obviously you're a part of, and drifting and circle track stuff. I don't understand anything about. I like to go straight as fast as I can. I don't know anything about turning left or right. I do want to ride in a drift car at some point in my life, but I like going straight and then
Uh,
driving those on the street.
And
we'll,
that's
we'll get we'll
similar
get you
to
we'll get you up here to PA one time. We'll get you in a drift car for sure.
Yes.
And then I did the similar thing too with creating motorsports paparazzi. It was
Mhm.
the same reason. It's 815 LSX swaps was doing trim rings and content on LS swaps, and then it's kind of broke off and created motorsports paparazzi. But I
Yeah.
unfortunately haven't pushed that as hard as I probably should have been, but it's still kind of stagnant out there.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just like Mike. It's like Mike said. Like you have the old fans that were there as the brand grew, and they still wanted to see the SRT 10 stuff. They wanted to see the
Yeah.
Viper stuff, and it
And
was
and
like you said,
and that
just
was
it
that
just crosses too
yeah,
much.
and that was still there. It's just that it was now when they get that notification from Parts Online Network, they know what they're gonna see, which
Yeah.
which
Right.
I think is wonderful. So tell us where you're all gonna be. I mean, where can they see your stuff? Where can they follow all that?
As of right now, we did switch two of the Parts Online pages just over to Trackside. So
Cool.
that's the TikTok page and the YouTube. So if you already followed us
Mm,
on TikTok and YouTube, you're already there. Um,
cool.
both those sites will get new Parts Online pages. The TikTok one is up already. The last
Sweet.
post on there has the link to it, and then there will be another YouTube page that'll be specifically for Parts Online.
Sweet,
And then
sweet.
everything else, Facebook's Trackside Media, and then Trackside Media Official everywhere else. So TikTok,
That's
YouTube,
cool, man.
everything's Trackside Media Official.
Well, again, I'm really excited about this for you. This is I think a great move in the right direction. I think this is very financially good. I think you guys can pick up some sponsors for Trackside Media and all that kind of stuff, and you'll be traveling even more because, which is good. We love that you guys are getting out. You're coming to the circuit. This is going to be it's going to be a crazy event. I hope you're ready. I'm glad that you guys are coming. This is going to be a lot of fun, and maybe we can spend more time together this time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm super excited to get out there. I haven't been out to that track yet at all. I don't think.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I've never been there. So um, something
probably
new.
not.
And after watching you take the drive and the pictures from the drive, it's like, oh man, like as a
Oh,
media person, it looks perfect.
dude, just wait. I think there's enough 4 lane that it's going to really get some great rollers with some good backdrops. But I think there's enough 2 lane that if a guy is positioned correctly, there's going to be some amazing shots that are going to come from this event and all the media. Like there's going to be like 10 different media teams at the circuit.
Yeah.
It's going to be one of the most covered regional drag and drive events out there. Like there's going to be thousands of pictures posted everywhere for it, and I can't say thank you to everybody enough so much. If you are a media person, you want to come, hit me up. Let's talk about it. Let's figure out how we can make that work. So we know where they can find you. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Let's talk about the sick week coverage because you guys did a great job. Hang on, I want to pull this up real quick. I pulled this from your page just literally minutes before the show started. This is what I would think is probably 2 or 3 days worth of post, maybe. You guys killed it on this setup here. I love the all run idea of people's videos. It's really a great idea. So great job on that. High five, all the stuff. It's huge,
I
huge
appreciate
win, I
that
think.
because we were a little worried with that, how that was going to kind of go over. It's definitely a different way of filming.
Yep.
Um, can't say I was a huge fan of doing it. It takes a little bit of the creativity out of it. That's what I said. Just recording the full runs, but I think the intent was a lot of the runs get clipped. A lot of a lot of people are filming for a specific person or
Yep.
purpose, and there's a lot of runs that just don't get seen, and those people want to see their stuff too. Um,
Yep.
just alone from the fact that you can go back and look at your full run and you can see how the car reacts off the line, and
Right.
I think that helps a lot of guys set up stuff. Um,
Well,
it, it, it
here's the
definitely
thing. I'll guarantee you, Joe Haney's never seen his car from that angle making a pass from most days of the race. Same for Nicola Latow and Kyle Wade and Randy Seward and I mean Lutz probably has, but Richie Webb hadn't, and I almost guarantee you Damon Elf hadn't either. And this is just a smidgen of the videos that you guys put out from this. So this is a really good idea. I think this is really cool. Plus, it gives people a reason to go in there, watch their video, and then share it. Listen, if you people don't understand what I'm telling you, share this stuff. Like
Yeah.
that's dude.
it does help. It really helps.
Yeah. Bill, let me ask you this. How much money did Richie Webb give you to make that video?
Um,
He
I,
didn't give
I'm
you any money, did he?
no, no, no,
That's right.
no,
Right.
no.
So listen, that video that is a minute and 18 seconds long, that probably took Bill an hour at least to put together because you have to go through and watch those videos all over again. You've got to label those videos so you make sure that you don't have to search for them next time. So if there's, let's say, 5 passes within this video, y'all, I'm telling you, that's an hour. I know it. I've done that work. It's
Right.
hard.
Well, the part that kind of got me was a lot of times, they'd make 3, 4 passes a day because their first 3 passes wouldn't be good ones. So I'd have to go back and like it was basically just cross-referencing the timesheets and looking and seeing which run matched up to their
Yes.
best run of the day, going through, looking at the time at the end of the run and going, okay, I think that was it. And then sometimes the sun's glaring on it. It's like, is that it? Like,
Yep. Dude, hey, listen, this is a great idea. And I hope that people understand, like you're like us, dude. This is the gentleman's agreement for Bill. I'm doing a gentleman's agreement for Bill Elkins right now. Listen, Bill's gonna keep working hard for you guys. You go follow or subscribe to their channel, Trackside Media. Hang on, let me pull this up. Right here. You go find that right now, wherever you're at. Like jump off of this and go find it and then come back.
yeah.
This is
I think one of the
really
cool
cool.
things that I that happened from doing filming like that every day was we missed less than 10 runs in the entire week.
What?
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So if
Man,
you go
that's
back and
wild.
watch, we have a day 0, a day 1, a day 2, and a day 3 and a day 4 video, which is just all the runs. And
Mhm.
I challenge you to go find your run missing.
So
It's in there. If you ran, you're in there.
well, and let's talk about your media team that went to Sick Week, and then let's talk about what you guys are doing for Sick Summer and Drag Week. So, how many people went down and held a video camera or a photo camera for you guys during Sick Week?
Me.
Okay.
Me.
Did,
Andy did go with. Andy
yep.
took care of kind of doing all like the social media and the live streaming and stuff like that because we do TikTok and all that. We're at most of
Yeah.
the events we're at. So he took care of that. It was just me filming. We do have
God,
we
dude.
do have a much better plan going for Sick Summer and going drag week and stuff. We're gonna I think it's like a
Let-
3 or 4 person team we're
yeah.
gonna probably be going with. So
Yeah, we're going to talk about that in a second, but I want you guys to understand that's why I love Bill. I love the work that he puts in because that's hard. Dude, that is
Yeah.
hard to spend 6 hours minimum, basically on the starting line or at the 60 foot or 330, wherever you were recording from, and watch every car go down. Like, do you know how hard that is for people?
Yeah. It's a lot.
The next time somebody's at the track and they're like, "Oh, I think I could be a media person. Just get your phone out and record every pass. Okay. You can't, and then go home and edit that. Just go home and edit it and see how much work Bill has done for you guys at the house. So I hope that people understand how hard you worked for them and will repay that favor by going to Trackside Media on all social and share it. Anyways, okay, I'll get off my soapbox here. Let's talk about your plan for Six Summer and Drag Week.
Yeah,
What
like
do
I
you
said,
guys put out?
Six Summer, hopefully we'll be driving. Hopefully parts truck will be going.
Nice.
And then we'll have a couple other people helping out with the media. Pretty much going to be the same.
Yeah.
If we can get that second person to shoot video, which I think we do have a guy in place that's going to be able to handle it. So he'll be doing the all run stuff. That'll open me up to do more photos because unfortunately I didn't get to do much photos at Sick Week. I say not much. I think I did like 2,000 photos for the week.
That's awesome.
90% of that was on the road stuff, like rollers and
Yep.
at the checkpoints, because weren't really doing much videos for that stuff.
Well, and what I really wanted to talk about was how you guys approached finding someone to go with you. They made a post on Facebook and maybe on Instagram too. I didn't see it there, but definitely on Facebook is where I saw it. And it was like, hey, if you want to go to this, but you don't want to make the financial investment of driving yourself, come with us. Be part of our media team, which I think is amazing for up and coming media professionals, people that want to do this kind of coverage. They can come. They're covering obviously their own food, but they're getting to ride with you guys in the cars. They're getting to. I mean, basically, I would love to do that just because I think it'd be perfect for someone to be able to pick your brain as they go along. So they can understand what the work that goes into this. But I thought it was really cool the way you guys approach it. Like, hey, if you've never been on one of these and you want to go, this is your best chance to go. This is your least cost effective way to go is to go and be help for the team to get more media content.
Exactly, and we're gonna
Yeah.
put you to work, but I mean, it is fun, and
Yeah.
and like you said, being able to help somebody that might be coming up and trying to learn, that's kind of something I've always
Yeah.
instilled in what I do. Even back when I was doing drifting, I would, other people would come and shoot under me.
Yeah.
I run a track up here called Evergreen Raceway, the media there, and I have no problem doing like days where it's just like, hey, bring your cameras out. It's a test day. It's not serious. We'll sit
Yeah.
down. We'll talk about what settings you should put stuff at. And I don't claim to know hardly anything. I'm all
Right.
self-taught. I didn't go to school for none of this. I just
Yep.
I just ended up with a camera in my hand, like doing what I was doing,
Yep.
and I just try to shoot what I like to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other
And
people seem to enjoy it.
yeah, hey, dude, I know, I love it. I love it. So I think that's really cool. So if you guys, obviously, it sounds like maybe you have a person set up for Six Summer. What I would say is,
We do have somebody for Six Summer, and we
cool.
do have somebody already in place for
Oh,
Drag Week.
perfect,
But
perfect.
there are a couple other events we're looking to hit this year.
Yeah,
So if you're looking
nice.
maybe to get involved, keep an eye on our pages, and we might put out
Yeah,
another thing, just kind of like Mike said, that
yeah,
if we're looking for somebody.
that's awesome. So you talked about how many photos you took, around 2,000 photos for Sick Week. How many videos did you take? I know I
Uh,
took 1,100 on by myself on the big camera, so I can't imagine what you did.
yeah, it was a little over 2,000, and again, 95% of that was just straight runs. So it's just
Man,
You
true.
record each one
True to the line,
individually.
true to the line. Yeah, individually, just I try to get back for the burnout, but I mean they keep them going, which I
Yeah.
appreciate. Like, let's go.
yeah,
It's,
yeah,
most of the time it's hot out here. We're standing there all day. I
yeah,
appreciate the keep it going attitude. So, but yeah, it does. You don't get back for the burnout. They're already staged up, getting ready to go on the
yeah,
tree by the time you get turned around. Because something I learned, and this has been a process too. Like, well, one of the big complaints I've always seen from like when I first started doing this was, oh, hey, you're not showing the scoreboard, you're not showing the time. So that was something you always added in because I'd be too worried about getting back for the burnout. Because hey, the
Right.
burnouts were cool in videos, and we were doing more music video type stuff, so we needed more of that stuff. But that's where having that second shooter is going to come in, and
yeah.
just hey, you shoot the burnout.
Yeah.
And
Well, and man, that'll be thinking about your process. So typically, like I will, and Eric hates when I do this because I'm a shoot the burnout, give me 7 seconds of video, stop recording, let them get both bulbs lit on the beam, and then I hit record again. So then, or if I know it's a big turbo car and they're going to take time to spool up, they'll light the first bulb and then I'll hit record. But you end up with twice as many videos, but I feel like it's half the time of editing because I don't have to then cut down the say 40 seconds that it takes to get from the burnout box into the bulbs. I don't have to do that on every video I do. So,
Right. And chances
uh,
are you're not going to be standing in the same spot identically. You're going to walk around and yeah.
yep,
Right.
yep.
No,
And
I definitely agree. It creates a lot more videos, but it does take time out of the editing. If you,
yeah,
Yeah. I wonder if having two people, if you could almost like alternate passes, so then one person gets the burnout and the pass, and then the second person starts recording the next car coming up. That might be another option to get all of them.
well,
yeah,
I think
I
Bill's probably
just like
thinking of
it's
down
kind of
that
like
track.
right, and it's kind of like Mike said too. Like it depends on you can get a car that might do the burnout and then stage right up and go, but
Yeah,
then you'll have two turbo cars, I guess that'll take 30, 40 seconds to get in the bulbs and stage up, and
yep,
Yeah.
they got 40 seconds of video you got to scrub through, and
yeah. Yeah, one of the hardest things I struggled with this last weekend at the Southeast Gaster deal was picking a lane. I wanted to try and get both, but to do that, you got to be back so far that
Yeah.
it doesn't make any sense. And so, man, just having to pick one lane and focus on that was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do.
that
And that's,
event looked really cool.
oh
Like there was a
man,
lot of cool rides there.
yeah, wait till these videos come out. It's going to be nuts. I'm working on a whole new style of editing and some stuff Eric and
Nice.
I are working on. It'll be a lot of fun. It'll be really cool. But back to Trackside Media. Sorry. Um, I do want to talk about this deal here. I want to switch gears just a second because you have one of the coolest ideas out there. You bring along. Obviously, I had throw the selfie in with me and you, uh, but you bring along a stuffed animal. Yes. So tell us the story behind this, and then I see Tyler is in the green area back there. So we'll let this kind of lead us into uh, saying you'll be on later. But tell us about the sunflower.
Yeah, it came up drag week last year. My son really started getting into like shooting the media with me. He was 5 last year. He's 6 now, but he's kind of gotten into doing the media. He wants to be like dad, so he really wanted to go to drag week. Had to break it to him. You're starting school. You can't go. You're not old enough. Like sister's still too young. Can't bring the whole family. Another year or two, and he's like, just came up to me with the sunflower. It's from Plants vs Zombies. It's an old game if anybody knows. And he's like, well, will you take my buddy Sunflower with you? And then he'll come back and tell me all about the trip. And it was like, all right, yeah, I'll do that. And I kind of broke it out the first day. It was just taking pictures and sending them back to him. And I posted them online and it just kind of, everybody seemed to like it. And the cool thing I like about it is no matter whether people have heard about it or not, or seen it, just me walking up to them, either I look completely stupid and psycho, which is possible, or like they just get a kick out of it. But it makes everybody smile. Everybody smiles. I mean, to see Tom Bailey and Vanderhoof and Goldstone all smiling, like
Mhm.
who gets pictures of those guys smiling half the time? Like,
Nobody.
never.
Yep. Yeah, this is really a cool idea, and man, anytime I see it, it's always fun to see that. And then obviously go back. You posted those on your personal page, um, on Facebook, dude. There's probably 60 or 70 on there. I would say at least.
Altogether, between Sick Week and Drag Week, at Sunflower Pictures, I think there's over 1,000.
Wow,
Wow.
And
that's so
those are
amazing.
just simple cell phone pictures. I just hold the cell phone, and
Yep.
like I said, that's just mainly for him, and the people kind of like it. So I've seen a few profile pictures with Sunflower in the background still, and like it's cool. It's neat.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's really a great idea, and stuff like that. I don't even want to say that's gimmicky because man, it's really really cool, and it's a really great story for your son. And obviously, dude, anytime you can bring those kids in and that gives him a story to tell, I'm sure he goes to school and tells all of his buddies about how dad went to watch all these drag cars all week. So pretty cool, man.
Yeah, it is neat. It's neat to see, and like you said, if I'd come up with it on my own, it'd be gimmicky. But just the
Yep.
having it be genuine and through a kid, it just was
Yep.
kind of this thing that worked out, and
Yep.
I'm sure we'll see him down at the circuit.
There
Oh
we
yeah,
go.
bring it on, dude. That'll be awesome. And Red Hat Scotty kind of did the same thing with one of his daughters. She was too young to go, and so she's like, "Here, please take this," and so he ran around all week getting pictures with the stuffed animal, and I love it, man. It's amazing. It's amazing.
You'd be surprised how many I've run into already. Like they got them in the back of the cars, strapped to the
Yep.
roll cage and stuff. And they're like, make sure you get a picture with that one in there. That's my daughter's, or that's my son's,
Yep.
or that's my
Well,
grandkids. And
yeah, just this here. I mean, it's in the seat, strapped in next to the unicorn.
yeah, he actually rode. He actually rode in the milk truck.
Nice.
He went down, got him in the milk truck doing the wheelies, sitting in the cup holder on there, and yeah.
Cool. How cool. Well, dude, again, tell everybody where they can find you. And then, listen, this won't be the last time you're on here. We want you to be a recurring guest. Come on here, talk a bunch, because we love what you do and how you do it.
I appreciate you guys. Like I said, the new stuff is Trackside Media. If you guys followed us Parts Online, you're already there for most of it. If not, Trackside Media Official on all the sites except Facebook. That's just Trackside Media.
Sweet.
And definitely appreciate you guys having us on. We are definitely looking forward to the circuit, and
Dude, bring it
we'll
on.
see you then.
Oh, hey, one last thing. One last thing.
Go for it.
Did everybody see the post of your stuff the other day? How you guys are the official media sponsor for the fastest streetcar shootout tribute race that the
Yes.
Havlicks are hosting, bro?
Yeah,
Huge win, huge
yeah.
win. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
like I said, we wanted to kind of come out big.
Yeah.
Me and Andy love the idea that they came up with and Havlicks doing there.
Yes.
That's pretty much where this all came from, what we do. So it
Yeah.
was neat to see him doing that, and I think it's turning out to be a really cool event. So yeah, we wanted to be involved and spoke with him and made it happen.
Yes. Well, congratulations to you again. Thank you so much for coming on tonight. This was really short notice, but dude, I think it worked out well, and we're gonna have you
Anytime, man.
on very, very soon, and we'll see you at the circuit.
All right,
Yep.
Eric, Mike, have a good night. Appreciate
Yep,
it, guys.
you too.
Thank you. We'll see you there.
See
Later.
ya.
Take care.
How fun, man! I'm
Yeah.
telling you guys, he's one of my favorite people in all of Dragon Drive.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty cool. And it sounds like we'll be at quite a few events that he's going to be at as well.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely going to be there. They're always everywhere we go, and they do as much Dragon Drive footage coverage as we do. And want to say thank you to everybody for hanging out tonight, and being our race car friends, man. It's a growing community here. We love you guys a whole lot. So thank you to all of our race car friends. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for the shares. Thank you for the comments tonight. We've had a lot of comments in here tonight. Thank you to our sponsors: Summit Racing, Molly Motorsports, Driven Racing Oil, Car Change 3D, Howard's Cams, Performer Built Transmissions, Sweet Patina, and Racing Junk Classifieds. And then our newest media partner, PowerTube TV, where you can find this and other exclusive content from us over there on the app or on all social media stuff.
All
Sweet.
right. We will see you guys on Saturday morning.
All right, guys. See you. Over.